everybody, what's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. We got a debut singles match for you. Getting some new people in, or are they new? They're not. Spoiler alert. We have Will Cohen and Ryan Payne entering Fandom singles for the first time. Will, obviously a part of the Pinheads, a great rookie team last year. We've already seen Will play in teams this year. And Ryan has been around forever and shocking quite a few people that this is his first singles Fandom match. He's played on teams. He's been on Beat the Geeks. He's been on All Freaks, No Geeks. He's played this year already, too. But it's both of their first foray into singles. It should be an interesting match. Definitely some experience here. So let's see what happens after the promos.
Will, I've seen wear a top hat before. And I am 100% against people that wear top hats. So, Ryan, I'm going to need you to go beat him for me.
Oh, shit. Well, that's a lot of pressure. No, I'm kidding. No, honestly, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this. I mean, I can't think of a better opponent to play in my first singles match here in Fandom. And also, I mean, I kind of wanted to start off with teams first just to dip my toe in here because this isn't like any other IG places I go to. This stretches out the deep end of IG films. So, or Fandom films out there. So that's why I wanted to test the waters a little bit. And I feel confident now to actually start swimming solo. I mean, I'm still playing teams, but you know what I mean.
Well, he likes Alvin and the Chipmunks, so go beat him.
Oh, I'm conflicted. I like them too.
Listen, you wear a top hat because you have class, okay? And you know what? I think with that admission there, I think Cody just proved he does not. So I want you to come in here and I want you to show what a classy winner looks like. I'm really excited to finally get you here in singles. A long time coming for both of you, honestly, you and Ryan. But how are you feeling about finally stepping into the singles ring?
This is something that I've absolutely wanted since January of 2022. So I'm looking forward to this. I've played Ryan in other places before. It's been a blast every single time I played him, and I think this is going to be really enjoyable. And also, Cody, Wooly Bully. Let's play.
So I like the song Wooly Bully. It's actually a very good tune. And I'm confused because he wasn't wearing a hat. Let's get into the match. Here's how the match is going to work. We're going to start with round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions in the realm of Fandom Fights. Players will have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, I'll say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get in round number one?
I do want to ask, just to clarify, you like Alvin and Chipmunks, the movie or the cartoons?
All of it, I believe.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Because if it was solely the films, then I'm like, I'll take that.
Question number one is going to be in the category of DreamWorks animation. What is the name of Lord Farquaad's kingdom in Shrek? Going to need some people backstage, maybe turn their cameras off if you're going to be making faces. If you're not going to be making faces, that's fine. I'm just trying to be a professional. No, not you. Not the person going, you're fine. I'm obviously talking about other people. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
Duloc.
And Ryan.
Yeah, I wasn't sure on the spelling. Duloc.
Duloc is correct. Both correct. 1-1. Here's the second question. Comes in the category of Planet of the Apes. Which Planet of the Apes film features humans who can communicate telepathically? I said this in another match recently, but my desk is really effed up right now. So it, bounces back and forth. Really low production quality here. We got to pump some more money in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
I wrote Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
And Will.
Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Both correct. 2-2. Your third question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the score for Terminator Salvation? I haven't seen this one yet. I hear it's not good. Actually, no, I have seen it a while ago. There was a stretch of time where I watched all the Terminators, but I don't remember them. Before like a World War geek thing or something. I don't remember. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
Junkie XL.
And Ryan.
I know he composed a few Terminators. So I'm hoping it's this one too. Brad Fiedel.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We were looking for Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman.
He's a
So,
stealth.
no more perfect rounds. Still tied 2-2 as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of horror icons. What is the first name of the main female protagonist in 2010's A Nightmare on Elm Street? I don't think this movie's that bad, but people who like horror movies say this is a bad movie. It's kind of like when like Koho will come in and be like, this Star Wars movie is the best because it's worse than it's not the same as all the good ones, and it's like, that's logic. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
Nancy?
And Will.
I said Heather.
Nancy is the correct answer.
Okay.
So Ryan will take the 1-point lead, first lead of the match. It's 3-2. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Marvel. Why is Wolverine the only one able to travel back in time in X-Men Days of Future Past? We'll take a somewhat general answer. I've been coughing for 2 months, which is probably a problem, but I'll get to it. It's like busy. As far as like the hierarchy of Nick's life, like health is taking a backseat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
I said because he was alive back then.
And Ryan.
I said it's because his healing ability makes it possible to make the trip.
Ryan is correct. We were just looking for
Okay.
that he can heal, he can physically survive the journey. So Ryan will get that point. Takes the lead 4-2. As we get to the next question, which comes in the category of Pixar. The Queen escapes the circus show for the grasshoppers by hiding under the wings of which bug in A Bug's Life? See, like, I'm complaining about my coughing, but, like, I guess I'd rather this as opposed to, like, the life of a bug. That sounds much worse. Then again, they must not have a whole lot of care or responsibility. That sounds nice, actually. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
And I said a moth.
And Will.
Oh, I wrote down a character named Ludwig.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for Dim. Dim is a beetle. So
Okay.
Dim is the correct answer. So Ryan keeps the 4-2 leads. We get to the next question, which comes in the category of Star Trek. Which Star Trek film features the main villain being of the Sona race? Back to, like, bugs. The more I think about it, like a 4-day lifespan, I imagine you, like, make the most of what you got. Just look for, like, a warm house, maybe some food. I need some less complication. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
Star Trek Beyond.
And Ryan.
I wrote Star Trek Insurrection.
Star Trek Insurrection is the correct answer. Ryan winding the lead. It's 5-2. So we move to the next question, which comes in the category of the Wizarding World. Name 2 of the 3 actors who have played Albus Dumbledore more than one time. Albus Dumbledore. I don't do many impressions on this show, on this program. I usually leave the impressions to other people. As you can tell by the fact that I just tried an impression and then immediately jumped to how I don't usually do impressions. But, maybe Albus Dumbledore. See? I'm working on it. It's not bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Ryan.
I went with Michael Gambon and Richard Harris.
And Will.
I went with Michael Gambon and Jude Law.
Both correct. Those are all 3 of the options. So point apiece. 6-3. As we get to the penultimate question of the round, which comes in the category of Middle Earth. Which dwarf in Thorin's company has an axe lodged in his head throughout the Hobbit trilogy? A certain person backstage is smiling. Wait till he finds out about something that happened earlier. He won't be smiling, I'll tell you that. It involves colors. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Will.
Bomber.
And Ryan.
I said Biffer?
Biffer is the correct answer.
I'm a too.
Literally a 1 out of 13 shot.
That's true, yeah. Those were the stats. Ryan winds the lead at 7 to Will's 3 as we get to the final question, which comes in the category of American Spies. At the beginning of The Bourne Identity, Jason Bourne is picked up by what kind of transportation? Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. It's so hard. I want to say so much, but then I'm like, oh, would that be a hint? Maybe. At least I'm not like someone just naming all the possible answers. Tim's backstage. I'm having fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Ryan.
I believe it's a fishing boat.
And Will.
I hope so, because I also said fishing boat.
Boat, fishing boat. That's correct. So, point apiece. And that will bring us to the end of round number 1. Ryan maintaining the lead 8 to Will's 4. But anything can happen as we get into round number 2. Here's how round number 2 is going to work. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you'd like to check down a multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1. And be on the lookout, as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are Disney Animation, Marvel, Pixar, Worlds of DC, Star Wars, MCU, American Spies, and YA. That being said, Ryan, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
We'll let him go first, right?
I mean, this wheel really doesn't intimidate me, so I can go either way. So
You just want to see
sure,
what...
we can play second.
Yeah, let him go.
All right. And we'll bring in Jake. And Will, this will be your first spin.
Yeah, don't worry about that first round, man. Just flush it.
Yeah.
You got this.
And on the Worlds of DC, would you like to keep it or spin again?
I will say here, I know you were saying that this one's pretty good for you, but do you want to, because there's a little bit of a margin here, are there categories you're better in that I think you can more likely go 10 for 10 in, unless you think you can go 10 for 10 in this?
I think there are better. There are categories I just like more, so I think I'm happy to spin again.
Yeah, I think we should spin again as well. So
all right,
do that.
This will be your second spin. Lands on opponent's choice.
Naturally.
So we will take out Mr. Nelson, bring in Mr. Newberry. What categories again?
Yeah, just gonna kind of look at them. You don't have to read them. I go.
Okay.
I don't think. I think Worldless DC might not be a bad one because they weren't too confident.
Yeah.
And we could get steals off of them.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same as well. I mean,
do you know what he missed in round one?
I'm sorry?
Do you know what he missed in round one? Like any key category that's interesting? Okay.
No, neither of them are on here. I mean, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I was leaning towards either World to DC or Marvel. So, since
Marvel's
they did, yeah,
Marvel's deep. Let's go. I think Marvel might be a better call.
All right, yeah, let's go with it. We'll give him Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel.
All right then. Sounds good. Will, you have been assigned Marvel on opponent's choice. Are you prepared?
Let's do this.
All right, your first question. In which Marvel film does the main villain have the entire family of the protagonist killed at the request of the villain's wife?
The Punisher.
That is correct for 2 points. One could say the most evil thing a Marvel villain has ever done. Will, your second question. What member of Harry's family dies in The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
His father.
That is correct for 2 points. Will, your third question. Who plays Harry Hart, a.k.a. Galahad, in the Kingsman franchise?
Colin Firth.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Will, your penultimate question. In Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze sells his soul to the devil for what in return?
I don't know how to phrase this correctly, so I'm going to go multiple. This is the safe side.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, cure his father, B, to be with Roxanne, C, a stunt driving career, or D, to resurrect his mother?
I didn't know they're going to go that general. Cure his father.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Will, your final question. In Venom, Let There Be Carnage, Eddie's girlfriend has what superpower?
Multiple choice.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, elasticity, B, laser vision, C, a sonic voice, or D, freezing abilities?
A sonic voice.
And that is correct for a sweep.
Can I have you?
I need a challenge on that because that is a little off. That's the wrong character.
Yeah, Ed, I'm kind of with you on here, Ryan, because that's Cletus, not Eddie.
We'll be right back after this challenge. We're back after the challenge. Oops, wrote the wrong name in the question. Didn't catch it. All right, Brad. We're going to give Will a new question from the beginning. So this is just going to be Will's new fifth question. Will, your fifth question in Marvel. In Morbius, what does Milo bring Michael in prison that eventually helps him to escape?
I want to be sure again, so let's go multiple.
Okay, your multiple choice options are: is it A, a gun, B, blood, C, a cane, or D, knife?
I think it's his cane.
That is incorrect. Ryan Chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, gun, B, blood, C, cane, or D, knife.
I believe it is blood.
Blood is correct for the 1 point steal. With that, Will still going 4 for 5 in Marvel. Gets his score up to 12. Ryan with the 1 steal gets his score up to 9. So with that, we will bring back in Cody and the wheel.
Giving FemDMC opponent's choice is like the hardest thing in the world.
Ryan, this will be your first spin.
Well,
All lands on opponent's choice.
Karma.
Okay, so do we want to do YA or Disney here?
I kind of want to hear some Disney questions.
Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So yeah, let's do Disney animation.
Yes, please.
Disney animation, it is. All right.
Okay.
Ryan, you have been assigned Disney animation. Are you prepared?
Let's go.
All right, your first question. Which Disney animated film features a hamster named Rhino?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Bolt, B, Chicken Little, C, Zootopia, or D, Meet the Robinsons?
Bolt.
That is correct for 1 point. Ryan, your second question. Who voices the title character in Mulan?
Ming Na Wen.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What kind of animals are Jacques and Gus in a pre-1960s Disney animated film?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, horses, B, dogs, C, mice, or D, birds? Five, four.
I'm gonna say mice.
That is correct for 1 point. And the lead. All right, Ryan, your penultimate question. The main villain of Robin Hood holds what royal title?
Oh.
5, 4, 3.
I'm gonna risk. I'm gonna say Prince.
Prince is correct for 2 points.
Ugh.
All right, and Ryan, your final question. Which member of the Big Hero 6 team uses a technological purse that dispenses chemical combinations?
Okay. Honey Lemon.
That is correct for 2 more points. And I believe a sweep of Disney animation. So Ryan going 5 for 5, but multiple choice a couple times, gets his score up to 17. Will trailing by 5 with 12, but anything can happen as we get into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated, or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3?
Let's do this.
I think we're all good. Yeah.
All right, the first category you can bet points on is fandom quotes. We'll get bets starting with Will.
Said 2.
And Ryan.
A goose egg.
All right, your question in fandom quotes. Which law and order officer said the quote, "You think I'm crazy? You call me crazy? You think I'm crazy? You want to see crazy?" Oh, what are you going to do? Answer's in. 5, 4, 3, 2, Pens down. We'll go to Ryan, who bet 0.
I said Mike Lowry.
And Will.
Said Riggs.
Riggs is the correct answer. So Will gain 2 points. Ryan, who bet 0, will stay right where he is. It is now
Makes
17.
more sense in context now.
14. Your second question that you get points on is in the category of Star Wars. We'll get bets starting with Ryan.
Going for it, 2.
And Will.
Being a little bit more conservative at 1.
All right. Your question in Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features a training session where the trainer is carried on the back of the trainee? He spelled trainer like the singer. Like Megan. That's not how you spell that. It's been a rough.
Unless you paired with a real doll named Megan, there's a difference.
It's been a rough year. Other than my lovely girlfriend. You're fantastic. Everything else about this year. Fucking awful so far. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Ryan.
Empire Strikes Back.
And Will.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back is correct. Ryan will gain 2 points. Will gain 1. It's now a 4-point game, 19-15. As we get to the next question, or the next category you can bet points on, it's DC. We'll get bets starting with Will.
2.
And Ryan.
I'm going 1.
All right. Your question in DC. Jeffrey Wright and Pat Hingle have played which DC character? God, I hate fucking Let There Be Carnage so much. Such a thing.
And my partner gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd.
Yeah, your partner's a psycho.
I mean, why do you think he's my partner?
That's a crazy opinion. That movie is trash.
I mean, you should see some of the things I give 5 stars.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Will.
Commissioner Gordon.
And Ryan.
Jim Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon, Jim Gordon is correct. Both correct. So Ryan will gain 1 point. Will gain 2. The lead has been cut slightly to 3. It's 22-17. As we get to the penultimate category, it is DreamWorks. We'll get bets starting with Ryan.
0.
And Will.
Go big or go home, 2.
All right. Here's the sitch. Will hits. We go on. Will misses. Game over. Your question in DreamWorks. In Kung Fu Panda 2, Po has flashbacks of which of his family members after seeing a symbol on the wolf soldier's army? I can't spell shit today. What is happening? Maybe I should get like a normal amount of sleep. Maybe that would turn things around.
It doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't.
God damn. Felt like the Riggs quote. I was like, yeah, was he crazy? 5,
Great
4,
quote.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Ryan. Bet 0.
His mother.
And Will.
It is his mother.
It is indeed his mother. So Will hits that for 2. Ryan now has a 1-point lead, 20-19, going into the final category that you can bet points on. And that category is Star Trek. All right, we'll get bets starting with Will.
Go big or go home, 2.
And Ryan.
Yeah, I'm not interested in going to sudden death. So yeah, let's go 2.
All right, here's the sitch. Both hit, both miss. Ryan wins. Will hits while Ryan misses. Will wins. Your question in Star Trek. In Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, who is the first one to tell Kirk that he's supposed to bring Spock's body to Vulcan? Answers in. 5, 4, Pens down. Start with Will.
I said Bones McCoy.
And Ryan.
Spock. I said Spock's dad, Sarek.
And your winner, Ryan Payne. Sarek was the correct answer. Spock's father. That turned into a fantastic match, gentlemen. Thank you very much. That was very entertaining. Even though it might not have seemed close, maybe coming out of round 1, Will really managed to turn things around in round 2. And then round 3 was a barn burner. It was great to watch. Great to be a part of. Great first match in the singles foray for both of these experienced competitors. We'll bring in our unfortunate second place finisher today, Mr. Will Cohen. Will, there are easier first people to go up against in your first match than maybe Ryan, who's been very experienced, who's been on good teams. But I think he could probably say the same about you. At the end of the day, you didn't let a 4-point lead out of round 1 kick you out of the match. Not only was the 4-point lead there, then you get stuck with opponent's choice. That's enough to make most people go, cool. Like Mike Hanley would have been like, cool, like, fuck it. Like, here's a bunch of steals. I don't want to play anymore. But no, you kept in it and made it go all the way to the final question, to where you actually almost won the match. Will, I think you have a bright career, even though you might be starting off on the wrong foot. I think there's a definite possibility of you turning that around. How do you feel about your first match, even though it did not go your way?
Honestly, I kind of want to slightly correct you on one thing. Even though this is a loss, I think this is still the right foot to start on, because this shows that even though like I might have a rough round 1, I can still turn around, as even as you pointed out. So I, like every single time like Geek comes around, I always ask myself the question, do I actually belong here? And then I put in a performance like this, and it kind of makes me think maybe I do belong here. So 0-1 doesn't really, match my ability. I think I'm going to come back, and I think I'm going to make a killing this season. What do you think, Jake?
I agree. I think going up against such an experienced player in your first match, like I think and taking it to the last question is no mean feat, especially considering where you started in round 1 to come all the way back and make it a game. I think is really demonstrative of what you're capable of. And credit to Ryan for also getting opponent's choice and also doing very well. That's my bad. I think both of these guys proved something today, and I think I'm really excited to see Will continue in singles, maybe play someone a little bit less experienced next time. It's kind of, we'll see. I mean, by default, Ryan's been around longer than I have, longer than most people. So kind of wild that he's a debut. I think that just shows the respect that I think that you've earned to be pitted against him.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'm excited to see what you do next, because like Ryan would come out on top against most people. So the fact that you took him to the last question, there's a chance, considering you were down the whole match, I just think it speaks volumes.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Will, congratulations on a match well played. We will definitely see you again in singles this year. And we'll see you in teams again, too. So we have not seen the last of one Will Cohen. We've also not seen the last of one Ryan Payne. Ryan, for years, you've been sitting back, waiting in the shadows, playing some teams. You're part of the most accurate team of all time. I don't know if you know that, but
I saw that stat. And I'm really surprised.
Yep, Beat the Geeks is the highest accurate team of all time at the moment. So they're right. You have experience in this, even though this is your first time flying solo. I think it's safe to say it was a success. Not only did you do fantastic in round 1, but on opponent's choice, you didn't miss a question. And then you went 4 for 5. Maybe like a little bit of betting difference would have ended things early, but those are things you learn as you play on your own. So how do you feel about your first win? You're 1 for 1.
I feel good, honestly. I mean, one of the reasons why I hesitated to do singles for a while was kind of like with Will. I wasn't sure if I'd actually belong because I know there's geek, but then, Fandom, it operates on a different level. So I'm going to myself, do I actually fit here, or do I just feel stay in my own bubble? But I finally decided last year while working with Dylan, and after the short run that Brittany and I had, I'm like, you know what? I can't keep sitting along the sidelines any longer. I need to really test myself and see how well I will do. And I will admit, even after many team matches, it's still, look, this really could have gone either way. I thought in round 2 of wanting to give Will YA, but because I felt so confident that Will, I was so good with everything else that I was okay with giving him something of Marvel, like geek like Marvel, and he did a great job. That shows that Will also does belong to be here as well. So if Will was definitely my first match here, then that definitely says a lot on who I'm going to be playing next, and more as I continue to play here in Fandom.
And we took some liberties, like not betting on certain categories because we had a lead. Like we could have bet on the DreamWorks and seen what happened. He hit the question, so Ryan knows a little bit more than we're letting on in our animation categories. But overall, I think Ryan has the ability to compete in this league. His geek knowledge has always been there. Shows Disney animation, he swept that category, so that's non-geek. So he holds his own. So I think he can do great things in this league, and I think, with the right strategy and going into every match, and me and him can figure out what the right opponent's choice is next time. Whether this is 2 matches in a row, we don't know what the right one is to pick. But overall, come out with the win. Great start. They say he's I think rookie of the year. I think that's a shot this year for him in Fandom. Because does that count? Does he count?
He's not a rookie.
Oh, okay.
Maybe rookie
singles. Maybe we need
rookie singles of the year.
When we need to create categories, okay.
Right.
But overall, great job, Ryan. But I look forward to what Ryan does next in Fandom.
I do as well. Ryan, we will see you again very soon, actually, in singles. Maybe sooner than you're expecting, but even sooner than that, you and Dylan announced you were done. So I believe we'll be seeing you with a new team prior to that. So we'll be seeing a lot of Ryan Payne early in this season of Fandom Fights. And after a performance like today's, I think we can look forward to it. So Ryan, congratulations on the win. We'll see you next time for sure. And thank you to everyone. Thank you to Will. Thank you to Jake. Thank you to Ryan. Thank you to Cody. Thank you to all of you for watching this very exciting debut match of Fandom Fights. We have a couple more of these coming out. We have some regular matches. We have some team matches all in the pipe. So be sure to check them all out and check out everything else going on over here at Multiplex. As I find the outro, you find it. You have a great night, and catch us next time on another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.
And again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end. Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.